You cannot manifest prosperity if you have scarcity consciousness. If you want to experience prosperity in your life, there cannot be a trace of scarcity in your consciousness. As you observe the inhabitants of planet Earth, you can see for yourself those who are prosperous and those who are not. To those who are experiencing prosperity, scarcity does not exist. To those who are experiencing scarcity, prosperity does not exist. To those who are experiencing prosperity, scarcity is not their reality. To those who are experiencing scarcity, prosperity is not their reality. Do scarcity exist? In the year 2000 there are 6.122 billion people on planet Earth. In the year 2010 there are 6.933 billion people on planet Earth. In the year 2017 there are 7.530 billion people on planet Earth. When you cut open a papaya fruit, can you see the numerous amounts of seeds in the papaya fruit that are able to generate more papaya trees and more papaya fruits? When you are cutting a fish that is pregnant, can you see the numerous eggs in a fish that is able to generate plenty more fish? Are you aware of the amount of food waste in developed countries? Scarcity does not exist, however. People can create situations where scarcity becomes their experiences, leading to an incorrect conclusion that scarcity does exist. The presence of people who are experiencing scarcity does not mean that scarcity exists. The presence of people who are experiencing scarcity means that people are free to create their reality, deliberately or by default, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or otherwise. Someone who is brought up by families who have financial challenges may develop a perception that scarcity exists, although there are exceptions to this rule, which is why I used the word may. Whether someone will develop a perception that scarcity exists will depend on their particular life experiences. When someone has developed a perception that scarcity exists, it is not possible for him to have experiences of prosperity. His perception will prevent him from seeing opportunities that are available for him to experience prosperity. His perception will block him from perceiving a reality where he can be prosperous, a reality where he is prosperous. Perceptions act as filters. Your perceptions will let you see only those things that are a match to your perceptions, and they block you from seeing those things that are not a match to your perceptions. There are 37.2 trillion cells in a human body. Scientists estimates there are 100 trillion atoms in each cell. Experts estimate that we think about 50,000 to 80,000 thoughts per day. If someone repeats the following thoughts: I do not have enough money 50,000 times per day, can you see how this person is rich with the thoughts of I do not have enough money? Scarcity does not exist, but we can create a reality where we get to experience the presence of scarcity. You cannot manifest prosperity if you have scarcity consciousness. If you want to experience prosperity, you must debunk to yourself the myth that scarcity exists. Only when you are able to fully convince yourself that scarcity does not exist, will you be able to experience prosperity. As long as you have an iota of consciousness that there is scarcity and that scarcity exists, you will block yourself from manifesting and experiencing prosperity, because the frequency of prosperity and the frequency of scarcity are two very different frequencies. Someone who is experiencing prosperity is vibrating at a different frequency from another person who is experiencing scarcity. If you give plenty of money to someone who has a scarcity consciousness, he will not be able to multiply it, and he will eventually lose all the money you gave to him. He will lose the money through different ways, such as sabotaging himself, being cheated by others, choosing investments that will make him lose money, failed business ventures, etc. At the root of this person's beliefs is the faulty belief that he is not worthy of prosperity and that he does not deserve prosperity. Self-Mastery International. The 17th of March 2020, 0900 hours.